I am I am KVS Teja. I am from AAA. I am here to discuss my PPT about goal of environment and disaster management. Actually, disaster management can be defined as the organization and management of resources and responsibilities for the deal with all humanitarian aspects of emergencies. This can cause a huge loss to our environment as well as the human problems. We can highlight the significance of planning for ensuring disaster prevention. Effective disaster prevention helps alleviate some of the chaos beaten out by the unexpected crisis. It is critical to have a role written plan in place and for all staff to understand their role within planned disaster plans should be revisited regularly. There are few steps for planning of disaster prevention. Assess your risk both internally and externally. Prepare your supply chain by creating an emergency management plan. By back up your data. Assembly emergency supplies. Test your plan. As well as when we come to our goal of environment, as we can see in the figure, the world is facing an increasing frequency and intensity of disasters. uh, as we discussed, disasters are of two types: natural and man-made. Natural, when it comes to natural, the tsunami, the cyclones, and the earthquakes, these are all comes under the natural disasters. When it comes to man-made, we pollute the nature by mixing hazardous chemicals in our factories, in some of factories, and environment can be polluted by chemical wastes which are being released by factories. And the man-made disasters also includes the uh, cutting of forests, cutting of trees, cutting of trees, and road, what do you mean, road widening. These are all comes under management, man-made disasters. uh, when we talk about the environmental stress in atmosphere, the term environmental stress is used across the multiple fields in biology. The inherent ambiguity associated with its operation has caused confusion when attempting to understand organisms responses to environmental change. There are five stressors in environment. They can be defined as climate stress, chemical stressors, wildfire stressors, physical stressors, biological stressors. Other common environmental stresses includes noise, crowding, air quality, light. These are all can be concluded as environmental stress in atmosphere. They plays a vital role in this environmental stress. Uh, as we see here, it is reported by the Secretariat of the International Strategy for Disaster Reduction that the last 10 years have seen 47800 47800 people got killed. I mean 4 lakh 78,100 people got killed. More than 2.5 billion people affected, and about US dollars 690 billion in economic losses. Disasters triggered by the hydrometeorological hazards amounted for 97% of total people affected by disasters, and this low total economic loss includes 60%. As we can see, and another time, we can clearly see that 4,78,100 people got killed and more than 2.5 billion people affected, with the total economic loss of 60%. When it comes to floods and various harmful effects, where floods are also a part of environment. So the goal is to overcome the floods and the various harmful effects. um, when we explore various harmful effects, the flood is a overflow. We can define the flood is a overflow of water that submerges land that is usually dry. Floods are an area of study of discipline hydrology and one of the significant concern in agriculture. um, Harmful effects of floods can be concluded as the floods can have devastating consequences and can have effects on economy, environment, and people. Economy during floods, roads, bridges, farms, houses, automobiles get destroyed. by this the economy can be destroyed, where the roads, bridges, farms, houses, when these are all destroyed, we can see no people wandering on buses or vehicles or anything. When there is no road, there will be no vehicles and there will be no economy, as we can conclude this. So this affects a lot on our environment. As we can go to the next slide, we can see here there is a clear need to reinforce the importance of environmental concern. Reinforce means to rebuild or to reconstruct the entire environmental concerns in entire disaster management. To this cycle of prevention, preparedness, assessment, mitigation, and response, and to integrate environmental concerns into planning for relief, rehabilitation, reconstruction, and development. The terms prevention, preparedness, assessment, mitigation, these are all comes under the environmental concerns, where it can be helpful to the environment a lot. This will also require the enhancement of capacities to undertake short and medium term activities in disaster management. This can be based on a long term environmental considerations. So we can actually place here as a environmental considerations which can be a medium term activities in disaster management. uh, well, we can say around the world a growing share of devastation triggered by natural disasters, means natural disaster causes more effect than the man-made disasters. We can't predict natural disasters as it is God's plan. um, we can take a measure we can take measurable steps or to prevent ecologically destructive practices and from putting ourselves in a harm's way. When where we can prevent these natural disasters by taking a severe and ecological steps, we can we can reduce it by these destructive practices. So from putting ourselves, we can see many ecosystems have the have the point, have been afraid to point, where they are no longer able to withstand natural disturbances. Although the work has been undertaken on the subject, the concept of police work has been undertaken on the subject. The concept of using environmental tools for disaster reduction has not yet been widely applied by many practitioners. ISDR. Many ecosystems have been frayed to the point where they are no longer able to withstand natural disturbances, as we discussed earlier. So, the concept of using environmental um, tools for disaster reduction has not yet been widely applied by many practitioners. It can be said as ISDR. We can see here the flow chart. We when we subject to the flow chart, the small part the small part reflects focus area, and in which the other three discuss disaster risk management, environment management, development management, where this disaster risk management means goal save lives and protect livelihoods, to save lives and protect the other livelihoods of people. When we come to environment management, resilient ecosystem that support livelihoods. The goal of the environmental management is to resilient the ecosystem, to means to rebuild the ecosystem that support livelihoods. When we come to development management, to increase the human well-being. as we can do as we can see the small part, the focus area, which means the goal and the focus area should be combined. The figure discusses about the current level of the integration in Asia Pacific region. It is clear that the further coordination and the cooperation on environmental matters depends on the global community's ability. That means the coordination and the cooperation on the other term fully depends on the global disaster management, which it is not a particular agenda for disaster management and setting particular to pay attention to the environmental conditions. And then when it happens, then it lead to disasters and to natural resource management for disaster prevention and reduction. So when we come to the top 10 terrifying disasters which happened in the world, actually happened like typhoon Tip, the Lake Nyos limnic eruption, the 1980 Chile earthquake, the Great Flood, the European heat wave, the storm of century, the Tambora eruption, the Lithia Bay mega tsunami, the Bridge Creek tornado, coronavirus pandemic which is still running. As we know, these are the 10 worst disaster management. I mean, coronavirus is also a comes to a man-made, but man-made we can list it as a terrifying disasters. When we come to various mitigation measures, where when earthquake happens, these various mitigation measures to be taken. Personal measures: if we are outside, stay away from buildings, bridges, and electricity pylons, and more to open area. Avoid area at risk from secondary process such as landslides, rockfall, and soil liquefator. After an earthquake, check gas, water, and electricity pipe and lines for damage. Technical and biological measures. No measures to be taken actually to prevent earthquake themselves. Earthquake profit planning and designing of buildings. The microzoning of local geological subtraction provides indicators of area with tremors will have a particularly strong and attenuated effect. The goal of environment and disaster management uh, can also say the losses of the environment. When we say effects of volcanic, this is a part of its upper mantle or lower crust melts. Magma forms. A volcano is essentially an opening or vent through which this magma and dissolved gases it contains can be discharged. When a volcano occurs, the lower crust form melts and then magma forms. Then vent through which this magma and dissolved gases it contains can be discharged. Although there are several factors triggering a volcanic eruption, three predominate: the buoyancy of magma. When we predict buoyancy of magma, the pressure from the exhaled gases in magma and injection of new batch of magma. Effects of volcanic eruptions. Effects of volcanic eruption can be divided into two types: primary and secondary effect. Primary can be considered as volcanic gases, lava flows. Secondary can be considered as food, water supply, unemployment. Uh, when this further coordination and cooperation on environmental matter depends on the global community ability to set an environmental agenda for disaster management, and in particular to pay attention to the environmental conditions to lead disasters. So as here we discussed, there are types of monitoring for term protection of volcanic eruption and the other um, environment damages. uh, so here we can discuss the pattern of global population growth in recent years which is causing alarm to environmental aspect. We humans are remarkable creatures. From our humble beginnings in small pockets of Africa, we have evolved over millennia to colonize almost every corner of our planet. We are clever and adaptable. When we go to history, in 2015, the world population is more than 7.3 billion people. That's more than 7 billion 300 million bodies that need to be fed, clothed, kept warm, and ideally naturally and educated. We humans have spread across every continent and created huge changes to landscapes, atmosphere, ecosystems, and everything. The impact of so many humans on environment takes two major forms: consumption of resources such as land, food, water, air, fossil fuels, and minerals. Elucidate how mitigation helps in prevention and disaster prevention of disaster. Mm, When we question ourselves, elucidate how mitigation helps in prevention of disaster. Mitigation means to reduce the severity of human and material damage caused by disaster. The mitigation is a permanent reduction of risk of disaster. uh, when it comes to mitigation, it is described as two types: primary mitigation, secondary mitigation. Primary mitigation, reducing vulnerability, reducing presence of hazards. Secondary mitigation includes reducing effects of hazards. Guidelines can be described as follows: the Act defined disaster responses as taking of appropriate measures to an event, including action taken and measures planned in an anticipation during and after incident. When it comes to secondary mitigation, there will be no guidelines where it is the reducing effect of hazards. Reducing effect of hazards only includes reducing chemicals or other properties, such as controlling the other. Describe When it comes to uh, describing the role of environment, which plays a pivot role in this world. Without environment, there will be no humans, there will be no animals, there will be no plants, there will be no lands, there will be no water. Um we are in this world, we are all such a small creatures. I mean, like an old say, we are all such a tenants on this earth, called on this planet called earth. We are all such a tenants on this planet called earth. mm, where the volcanic eruptions and the global human warming and the disaster management occurs a lot, where we cannot see them by lively. When someone loses their life, we feel very grief. We express our concern to them, but comes to my point, we can actually save the earth by not doing such a dramatic things, like affecting the ozone layer by our chemical wastes, or the evaporating the vapors which comes from chemicals factories, by not affecting the ozone layer, or by not cutting the trees, by not cutting the forest, by not polluting the air, by not destroying the land, by not when it comes to water, by not wasting the water. So these are all can be taken as the reducing steps for the environment of global warming and other products. So we so I think there is a clear need to reinforce this importance of environmental concerns. That means there is a clear need to rebuild the importance of environmental concerns. There is a clear need to rebuild I mean reinforce means rebuild to this entire disaster management. When it comes to cycle of prevention, preparedness, assessment, mitigation, and response to integrate the environmental concerns into planning for relief. So when we prepare all this to this integrate environmental, actually it plans as a relief. Rehabilitation also comes concludes under the rebuilding and the enhancement and the increasing of capacities to undertake short and medium term activities in disaster management. So increasing the capacities to undertake short and medium term activities in this disaster management, which is based on the long term environmental cons, means environmental negatives. So when we increase the goods on the medium term and short term activities based on the long term environmental activities, we can safely predict the we can safely stop the disaster management and the natural disasters and the man-made disaster. So we can save our environment by doing not such a dramatic and foolish and insane things, which are not good to people, to living, to human beings, to animals, to plants, to air, and all. And and we can save disaster management by taking necessary steps. Thank you.